Okay, there's the Avon Artro. Very little water in it. It's been quite dry the last 2-3 weeks, and it's forecast to continue this way. Okay, so there might be, it's kind of quite breezy today, so this is a pretty good car park here. Okay, on Llyn Cwm Bychan. Stone bridge. That's a gate they put in recently, and someone's parked here, but they're volunteers for the nature reserve. That nature reserve up there. They left a notice. Yeah, left a notice. Volunteers replacing bird boxes in case an irate farmer puts a notice on their car. Oops, sorry, left it on telescopic again. Yeah, alright, so there's oops, okay, alright. Okay, this is where I'll go off the tarmac lane. That's a fairly new gate as well. And look at that beautiful, that's the upper Cwm Bychan valley there. I'm going to try my luck on this right away up here. Okay, I don't do this walk often enough to remember which where the footpath goes. So, but according to the Ordnance Survey map, I am on the footpath. But right now, it's all I've got to somehow cross that fence to go over there. But yeah. Yeah, that's kind of a nuisance. Is there a way through here? No, I can't. Is there? Let's check. Yes, there is a way through. Hidden away, of course. So you just have to go by trial and error. You get these signposts are on the side of the road, but once you get away from the road, the signposts disappear. But of course, they're not very well frequented footpaths. So I've got to go in that direction there. There is a popular West Static Caravans site just there. So these local footpaths would be. Okay, there's a wind noise. So it's a windy day today, so it's going to be an audio problem. There it is. That's the static park there. Okay. So let's see. Yeah, I can see an opening there. The Dinas campsite there. It's fairly popular, I think. Of course, it was closed down during the COVID shutdown, but and up there, I'll be passing by that hopefully later on. They call the Rock. Yeah, it's a little walk up from the campsite. That's the name of the place, Dinas Caravan Park and Camping, hideaway in the hills. And that looks, it's been abandoned, his van. So okay, there's the farm now, Dinas Farm. So let's see where the footpath goes. Dinas Farm has got its own tarmac lane leading up to the well, the farmhouse and the campsite. And but that's kind of nice. It's also part of the Ardudwy Way. Yeah, so they should, and I'll be following that for the next part of the walk. These four, well, it's probably still an active farm, I'm not sure. But there's the rock up there, and I'll, yeah, it's, I say, it doesn't look as though there's too many people today. Of course, Easter Sunday was a week ago, so, but the weather's nice. There's a little duck pond. Okay, so I think that sign did, yeah, okay. The mainly static caravans, quite a nice, very quiet site. Okay, we got, okay, should be alright now. We've to the lake. Well, yeah, that's a long way round, I think, to the Cwm Bychan lake. Okay, so let's see, up here. That's hopefully, if it's signposted like that all the way, then I won't get lost, because it does go over, well, kind of fairly wild country, a bit further off. There's the caravan park or site. Very, very quiet there. To the lake sign, that wasn't referring to Lake Cwm Bychan. My mistake. No, look at this. Yeah, there's a nice little lake. Look at that, I like it. And there's a little boat there by the look of it. Yeah, look at that, very nice. Yeah, nice clear lake. And there's a disturbed the local yes, yeah, I don't think I've seen this lake before. Can't remember. So that's you know, a nice sunny day. What a place. Well, go and have a swim if it's warm enough. And I think it looks like the farmer is yeah, provided a boat. Yeah, let's go boating. We're in. Okay, so okay, so I think I've done this walk before, but I can't quite remember it. And you can just about see the top of Rhinog Fawr over there, right? I'll probably be seeing a lot more of that as I continue on this walk. This is what I always hoped wouldn't happen. The footpath disappears, and I've been, well, it's quite dry now underfoot because there hasn't been much rain lately, but rain. But the footpath's completely disappeared at this point, so there's no sign of it. But that often happens. You have a nice clear footpath going so far, and then it disappears into, well, that's bogland. It's just about, well, it's passable, but that's because we've had dry weather. And there's no sign of this footpath, so I just continue, well, at least I'm out of the bog. Probably missed the actual foot. See, I'm not far from the caravan site, less than a quarter of a mile of it's taken me. Oh. There's the rock there, so that's what I think I've probably done. There's a footpath that goes up to the rock. That's what those signs are for the rock. But I'll carry up off this, going up this rough ground and see if I can spot the footpath. If I'd known I was going to be on ground like this, I would have brought my hiking sticks with me. Okay, so the authorities have kind of not lost the plot there on that stretch there. There's no footpath signs. This Rhinog Fawr, more of it's becoming visible. But according to the map, I'm more or less on the footpath, the line of the footpath, and which kind of goes basically in that direction. I imagine it goes around that large rock outcrop there. So all I can do is keep on going in that direction. I say it's very windy today, so I don't know how much of you can. There's the rock there. My apologies to the authorities. It was me. It was I that lost the plot, not the authorities. Because look at this, signs of civilization. Yeah. So okay, let's see if I lose the plot again. Yeah, that's more like it. I'm back on the right tracks, so to speak. If you are going to get lost in the wilds of Wales, then this is the day to get. This is the day to get lost. Nice and dry and sunny, and a nice cool breeze. If I have done this walk before, it was before the Ardudwy Way, footpath, medium distance footpath was put down, and I did it, I think, from the other direction, because I can't remember any of this. Okay, but this is beautiful country, no one in sight at all, so you get the atmosphere. I've been alone in the world, you could say. In contrast to if you went to Snowdon or any other of the big mountains of North Wales today. It'd be like walking down a busy main road, a busy shopping street. Yeah, it's all right in a way, of course. Good luck to people who have a enjoyable family day out. But for the likes of me that likes solitude, not all the time, but when I'm out on walks at least, yeah, ideal. Okay, but yeah, I like it. Going hiking for this time of year before the fern or the bracken takes hold is a good idea, because once the ferns, September or so, the footpaths tend to be hidden underneath the bracken. This is basically, I class this as a new walk for me, because if I have done it before, I can't remember any of the details. So wild country. Okay, so if the arrow points in that direction, so which way? A steep section there, climbing out of that basin. There's the rock there. A nice little outing from the campsite for the kids. I'm walking now on a footpath that is used these days mainly for recreational purposes. But of course, before the age of the motor car, they were used by the locals to get from A to B. So here's evidence of that. These steps have been down here for some time. Out of 10 for footpath signs. I must have missed the arrow direction when I got lost earlier on, so that would be an explanation. Had a bit of a respite from the uphill. That was fairly level, that section, but it looks like I'm coming up to another. Well, it's only about less than 100 feet. There's an isolated farm right there, Frith I think it's called. Okay, that's one of the many thousands of abandoned stone barns to be found in North Wales and Mid Wales. Okay, I'm back on tarmac. I don't know if you can hear me. It's kind of blowing an air gale here. And, okay, so I'm on tarmac now, and the Ardudwy Way continues that way, but I go this way along the tarmac lane back to the car. Okay, if I can find a suitable flat rock out of the wind, I'll have a break here. Okay, this is where I begin my descent down to the bottom of the valley. I think it's about a 700-foot descent. But I'm still looking for that flat rock to have a break. Fantastic day for walking. There'll be a few people there today. It is a Sunday and there's a cool breeze blowing now, quite a strong breeze blowing. Gerddi, Rhinog. It's got quite a bit of history to it. And a fantastic view over Cwm Bychan there. There's a better view of it a bit further down. Okay, here's a better view of the that house there, quite a large house. It was belonged to a bishop in the 18th century, I think, and then more recently in the 20th century it was served as a YHA. I don't know for how long. I don't think it was for long. In the 1950s maybe, in the heyday of the you don't see too many youths now going out on those walking adventures, unless they're in a large. It's just got unless it's of course like organised by a school or such like. One of these days, I might try and. So this footpath goes up and eventually meets up with that. Ardudwy Way walk, and it looks like it's quite trodden, so that would be kind of navigation challenge. I mean, if it's trodden like this all the way, no problem, but yeah, but that's a kind of a project, well, maybe sometime this summer, I'm not sure. Now would the ideal time to do it, after 2-3 weeks of dry weather. I think I just heard the first cuckoo of spring. Okay, I'm back down to the floor of the valley, and join up with the Cwm Bychan road. Okay, not far along here. Should be back to where I parked the car. Okay, there's the Arpadnatra again. Not much water in it, and there's a nice little wild camping spot. Of course, I don't think wild camping is allowed, but it's a nice spot to do it. Okay, so that's the end of this walk. I can see my car there about, well, it's about 200 yards ahead. So, yeah, an excellent walk.